The night had settled in, wrapping the house in a cocoon of eerie silence. The only sound was the rhythmic ticking of the clock, each second stretching longer than the last. You sat on the couch, staring at your cat, Whiskers, as he sat by the window, tail flicking, eyes wide, pupils dilated. He was watching something you couldn't see. It started a few weeks ago. At first, you thought it was just his usual feline curiosity, staring into the darkness beyond the glass. But soon, it became a pattern. He would sit there for hours, unblinking, as if something unseen held his attention. At times, his fur would bristle, and he'd arch his back, a silent warning to whatever lingered just outside your vision. Then came the shadows. They slithered along the walls in places where light should not be shifting. At night, you swore you could hear soft thuds, whispers of movement when no one was there. You checked the doors, the windows, everything was locked. Yet Whiskers knew something you didn't. He had started pacing, restless, meowing in the dead of night, his cries echoing through the empty rooms. You brushed it off as loneliness. After all, you were often busy, leaving him alone for hours at a time. Maybe he needed a friend, another cat to keep him company. But the deeper you thought about it, the more unsettling the idea became. What if he wasn't lonely? What if he wasn't calling out for a companion but warning you of something unseen? One evening, as you scrolled through forums on feline behavior, a thread caught your eye: when your cat sees what you can't. The stories were chilling. People recounted their cats reacting to empty hallways, staring at unseen forces, hissing at shadows that shouldn't exist. Your breath hitched as you realized the eerie similarities. Whiskers wasn't just staring, he was watching. And whatever he saw, it was getting closer. Determined to prove yourself wrong, you set up a camera that night, pointing it toward Whiskers' usual spot by the window. The next morning, you reviewed the footage with shaking hands. At first, there was nothing. Just Whiskers, sitting there, motionless. Then, at exactly 3:12 a.m., his head snapped to the side. His ears flattened. His tail puffed up. And then, he bolted. But what sent ice through your veins was the reflection in the glass. A second pair of glowing eyes stared back at him. You don't have another cat. Maybe Whiskers does need a friend. Or maybe he already has one.